Hello, all, and welcome to another episode of Trade of the Week. As you can see here, we've got GJ, and this is not the specific trade of the week. We've been buying GJ for the last 2-3 weeks now, so it's been very good, and we keep on stacking up on it. So as you can see, where the TP is, we're looking at the 153 area, and so far we've been in since the 149 area. Just keep on stacking up on it. So this week, as was coming in, I wanted a move down into here about 150, and then we keep riding up into 153. Okay, it didn't quite work as planned. Okay, but we still managed to actually get our entry for a restack for this week. Okay, so you can see here, restack for this week, going in there, heading for that 153 area. So it's been not the biggest trade ever, okay, for this week, but just considering how we've actually managed to catch it for the last 2 weeks or so, it's been beautiful. Okay, absolutely beautiful. It's done everything we expected it to do. We've taken out internal lows, done liquidity wipes, we've taken that internal high, we've done mitigations, and we're heading higher. So it's been quite sweet. Okay, very sweet. So the entry I actually managed to get, even though we wanted the internal low to get wiped, we managed to just get in here, just order block, and we kind of just read it up. So I said minimum we'll get about 90 to 100 pips out of that, and if we keep going up, great. Okay, so it played out quite well. It played out quite well indeed. So that's my trade of the week for this week that just gone past. But we've been buying this for the last 2 weeks or so, so it's been quite beautiful all around. Okay, the other trades we're looking at, of course, gold. Okay, so for gold, we've been saying for the last 2-3 weeks that we're going to be bullish until proven otherwise, right? So again, I had my setups for gold this week. Um, I don't think I actually. Let's just go into the actual charts. So initially, when we was down here, okay, and around this level, we were saying, can we drop into this daily area, this take out this internal lows, maybe come into here, and then yeah, this daily level will be great to buy into. Okay, it didn't quite work as well as we wanted it to. So I was keeping very cautious in regards to here. So as soon as that happened and we start seeing signs of bullishness, this is why I said to the group straight away, in and around here, let's look to buy. Okay, we look to buy. I'm not sure get exactly how high it's going to go, but it's going to go at least minimum about 100 pips or so into 1794. If not, as we wanted it to go higher, it will go higher. So I haven't got a print screen of my entry through here. You can see my green in there. So I done its thing and was riding up and then stacked up in it. And then I closed my orders for this one, 1782. Okay, managed to close it in profit here. And I was like, I'm going to restack on here anyway. So I took the profit on that. I was supposed to do partial close, but I closed the whole thing by accident. I've been doing that a lot recently. I'm not sure what's wrong with me. But I was supposed to close partials in there because that's what I usually do. Once it hits a kind of profit target, either for the week or for the trade, I usually take 80 to 90% partials and I leave about 10% running just for the fun of it. But I closed the whole thing accidentally. So we should have had that extra order in here to show you guys, but we still managed to catch this one in here about 1790. So very clean trades for the week. And then we finally managed to head up into 1820 level that we've been looking at for God knows how long. Okay, we've been looking at 1820 for some time and finally kind of risen there. So now we're at a very key point again. And maybe finally, who knows? Who knows? Maybe we might come back to here. Okay, maybe we might come back to 1746 and then get that move to continue moving into our IPA areas and mitigation. And we've got nice liquidity build ups over there. There's a lot of things. And I think you guys, if you could remember, I was looking at gold saying, can we potentially head into the 21 level, making our new all time highs, or even though it's the 22 level? Okay, so maybe I have to switch charts on this. Okay, so as we look into the monthly and the quarterly charts, okay, let's just hit reset on this. Okay, we had this whole accumulation happening since 2013. And I always say, I wish I knew how to trade this way back then. It would have been beautiful. Okay, I'm not sure if my charts actually freeze in here. Or it's trading view. Okay, there we go. Okay, so he said since 2013, just imagine we knew how to trade this way. In 2016, we definitely would have bought from here. 2018 as well. 2016, 2018, buy and make all-time highs. But unfortunately, we didn't even know about trading at those times. So now that we do, I definitely wouldn't be missing another chance like that if it did present itself in the future. So looking into that, we always said if we do hold up into that weekly level, we could potentially challenge these highs, coming to this 2100 level, 2200. If we don't, and we do actually managed to find a way to actually do fall down. Then we look at the quarterly chart, because again, if you think about how financial institutions work, they work by the quarters, right? So they're always looking at things on a quarterly basis. So when you look at your charts on a quarterly basis, you start to see things a lot more clearer. We could clearly see why we'll be interested in coming down back to this order block here. Okay, so very key thing to look at for this week or for this month is within this candle, again, we had 2 months engulfing. Then the third month, boom, totally annihilated it. So now we're in and around 50% of this quarterly candle. I'm just wondering if this manages to hold somehow for the rest of the year, for the next 2-3 years, who knows? I'm not sure how long that will take to get down there. It could be very interesting. Okay, we could be very interesting because we just come into the order block down here. That's about 6,000 pips or so. So it could be very interesting to see how that plays out. And that's what I've got my eye on. But for now, as we speak, I am bullish until proven otherwise. Okay, so we managed to hold in this weekly candle in here. Like I said, we've got IPAs in here. Just so coincidentally lines up with the quarterly chart that we're just talking about as well. So if we do manage to hold in here, then yeah, like I said, it could be free fall for about 5,000 to 6,000 pips. So that's my trade of the week for GJ and gold. The other one was looking at, but I didn't manage to personally execute myself, was GBPUSD. Again, similar to GJ, it looks very clean, very, very clean. And I was wondering, like, yeah, it just looked perfect. So I didn't manage to execute any trades on this one specifically this week, but some of the team members actually managed to get in. So it was, again, a very, very good week all around for most involved. So if I just flip into the 4-hour chart on this, okay, we had a setup, like I said, to come down into the zone. But again, just like GJ, okay, we didn't come as low as we wanted to, and then boom, triggered, and we start heading higher. It's not as clean. It's not as clean as GJ either. So again, why I wasn't that interested in GU. Another one I was looking at was EU. Okay, very, very similar. Okay, this one, as you can see, I set my alerts for here. And when I was in and around here, I was like, should I buy? And I was like, it makes sense to buy in this area, but I don't know, it just slipped my mind. Would only need about 15 pip stop as well. Target is high, you get about 145 pips. So I should have taken this, but again, I was just waiting for it to come down lower into these areas. I got buy limit set here. And as you can see, just due to the DXY as expected, okay, boom, it flies up. So the DXY, initially, I was thinking when was in and around this level, I was thinking, can we potentially react off this order block in here, come into this, take it out with NFP news, and then come into the zone. But as you can clearly see, boom, it dropped straight into the zone. So it'll be interesting watching this for the next week or so. Maybe we could see that retracement that I was expecting to start this week, and then we continue heading lower. So overall, we know the dollar is definitely bearish. We've been saying this since the start of the year, and even longer. But I am definitely bearish on this long term until we move up bullish. So you can see we're looking at these zones here again, nice little blocks. You can see here I've got retail support, and these are the true targets that I want to take out before we head into our premium price and then head up into that. So that's my long-term vision on the dollar, and that's what I see happening long term. Okay, again, it could be another 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, who knows? But I definitely expect a very bearish dollar, and who knows, like I've talked about in this before, we could maybe see a Fed coin, okay, a digital dollar, and that might somehow boost the dollar into these kind of price levels. So trade of the week, as I said, GJ in there, quite nice. Okay, was expecting this to start the week, and then we ended up with this and higher. So those are my trades of the week, and that's what my perspective is in the future in regards to the gold and the dollar. It's looking very interesting when we start looking at some fundamental things, and especially when there's a lot of talk about Bitcoin going down. But again, we already know that's a shakeout. Don't believe everything you've seen in news. JP Morgan 3 years ago said they wasn't interested in Bitcoin. They said it's a scam. They won't let none of their traders trade it. And guess what they did this year? They bought a lot of Bitcoin. Surprise, surprise. Again, don't believe everything you read in the news. Okay, so until next time, hope you have a great week. Hope you have a great productive week and a profitable week. And I will catch you soon. Take care.